serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. God's will, not ours, be done. Amen. What's your name?
My name is Des. I'm a Buster Carbon addict.
Hey, Des.
Okay. We continue to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, properly admitting it. Do I read the whole step 10?
Yeah.
Step 10. A daily 10 step keeps us on the sound spiritual footing. While each member asks different questions, some questions have been found to be helpful to almost everyone. Two key 10th step questions are: am I honestly in touch with myself, my actions, my motives? And have I prayed for God's will for me and the power to carry it out? These two questions, answered honestly, will lead us into a more thorough look at our day. When focusing on our relationships with others, we may ask, have I harmed anyone today, either directly or indirectly? Do I need to make amends to anyone as a result of my actions today? We keep it simple in our inventory if we remember to ask, where was I wrong? How can I do it better next time? NA members often find it their inventories include other important questions. Was I good enough to myself today? Did I do something for someone else to expect nothing in return? Have I reaffirmed my faith in a loving higher power? Step 10 is a maintenance step of the NA program. The 10th step helps us to continue living comfortably in recovery. And just for today, I will remember to review my day. If I have harmed another, I will make amends. I will think about how I can act differently.
Thanks for reading.
Thanks for reading.
Is the numbers moving?
Yes.
All right, very good. How much time you have clean?
I've had about 2 months, 3 months.
Right now?
3 months, yeah.
Let's give it to her. All right.
I relaxed, but I was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your name? I'm going to sign me up clean.
Carolyn, I have a month clean.
All right, Miss Carolyn. Sis, name, I'm going to sign me up clean.
Mine's a little different. But, yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
So just for the day?
Just for today.
All right. God bless. All right, my name is Derek McKnight. And I got 14 years clean.
God bless.
Right? But all we got is what? Today.
Yeah.
Thank God for that night's rest this morning rise. Thank God for His grace and His mercy. Grace is always giving me what I don't deserve. And mercy is not giving me what I do deserve. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. How's everybody doing?
Doing good.
All right. It's light, but it's going to be all right. All right? I've been on drugs for a long time, right? I've been doing drugs for 20 years. But I've been clean, like I said, for 14 years. And I've been in 8 recovery programs. Get clean for 30 days, off to the races. Clean for 2 months, off to the races. Always talking clean and always living dirty. So today I had to realize that if I want to get free from active addiction, I had to learn to start talking what? Roots and not the fruits. Everybody understand that?
Yes.
Living with people, it can really test your patience, your love, your commitment to recovery, because people are going to get on your nerves. People are going to rub you the wrong way. It might be a woman in here, it might remind you of your mother or your sister, somebody that you don't like. But I realized that God showed me that God got people in our lives for a reason. Because if you got a person in here who's pushing your buttons, and every time you see her, you get aroused, you get upset, you get emotional, you ready to smack her back to Kensington. Listen, you ready to, you ready to go crazy, you ready to get the hell out of here. But that's the individual that God sent in our lives to push the button that we not what? Haven't been working on. Everybody catch that?
Yes.
How you see people is how you treat them. Now let's get into some elements that can cause us to stay on the plantation of active addiction. And let's talk about some elements that's going to keep us jail-free, drug-free, stress-free, sucker-free. Then I'm going to beat it like Michael Jackson. Before we get started, anybody here need jobs? Housing.
Housing.
Career opportunities. Okay, I put that on the floor. Then y'all can pass that out to the ladies who ain't here, so you know they can have something. All right, y'all ready? Let's get into it. Let's have fun. All right. We start at 6:15, so maybe let's just go to maybe like 7. 7 o'clock, cool?
Yeah.
All right, that's good. All right, gotta get back to West Philly. All right, number 1, denial. Don't even know I'm lying. Denial. Is anybody living on Denial Street? Is anybody getting mail at that address called Denial? Specifics, I like them. Number 1, money. Money. Who here can't handle money yet?
And I'm getting paid tomorrow.
Where you work at?
Home health care.
Okay. What company you with? Agency.
IBH.
IBH. All right. 18 people over there?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I work with Care and Help.
Okay.
Help and Care.
It's
And
good.
Savvy.
It's good. Yeah, it's good. It's good for you. You know what I mean?
Helping
Like,
somebody else.
Yeah, helping and giving. Yeah.
Find it out. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Now how you are with that money though? When that check come?
Nervous. Nervous, but you know, it's gotta be. It's all up to me. You know what I mean? Like, am I gonna take it and be responsible with it, or am I going to go back and remember how hard I worked this time after I relapsed to get back? So that's where I'm at now.
Very
Like,
good.
I'm just very nervous. I don't know why, but everybody keeps telling me, you know, Des, you're gonna be okay, but we're nervous that when you get that money, that's a real test.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. You ever think about getting direct deposit?
What's up?
That means
No, you're
like
fine.
so broke for so long. I didn't know what to do.
that means money comes straight to your account. You know, so you don't need to go there and go pick up no check. It's
Okay.
right in your bank account.
Right. I think I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I gotta get it set up.
Yeah, there you go. Tell them about direct deposit, okay? You got a bank account? You got a bank?
Yeah.
Alright, that's cool. Thanks for love your honesty. God bless you. You got anybody here that you can take with you?
My grip. Oh, take with me where?
You go get your check and be with you just for
No,
tomorrow.
actually, I gotta pick up another girl's check too, so I'm not even responsible for just mine. I gotta get somebody else's check that lives in the house and works with me. But it's not, you know, I look at it like if she can do it, I can do it. You know what I mean? It's not something I'm stressed. It's just I'm nervous. Like my first day into the job today, I was nervous. I was nervous to be there. I don't know why, but you know, I'm just rolling with everything that comes. And this is my longest stretch so far, and I think I'm doing pretty good for myself.
That's good.
I don't make as many meetings as I want to,
Yeah.
and I know it's really important to have a sponsor and all that. But I think like just the lesson in itself of me, you know, watching some good women here leave because they relapse and get high, and me knowingly that I'm gonna mess myself up and slip it. If I slip and fall, I won't get back up the way I want to, and it's not going to be easy, you know, because every time it keeps getting harder.
That's right.
And this time around, I think it's just a learning experience for me. You know what to do, what's right and wrong, and if you do what's right, you won't have to worry about the wrong. That's where I'm at.
Okay. Thank you for saying that. Anybody else? Money. Money. How about independence? Is that a form of could be a form of denial? I'm ready to leave.
And you're not yet.
Right, exactly. I've been there before. In a hurry to leave. But to leave to go get high.
Yeah.
Who used against their will? I'm not gonna use no more. And wind up still using. Anybody been there before? Using against your will. You made a commitment, a dedication. You declared that you're gonna stay what? Clean. Right? And in this arena here, in these streets, man, listen. It's like you said, to be in this neighborhood when you just see drugs and you smell around drugs and people. Like when I got off the train, got off at the L, I walked up the street. I said, okay, boom, this is where I'm at. Then I seen 2 people in an open lot on a mattress. 40 flies around them. And the dude trying to get comfortable with flies all around him.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And right beside him over there, they had like 8 pieces of half of sausages, like they was cooking in the sun.
Wow.
Yeah, listen. Look.
They're an old couple too.
Yeah.
Wait, the one's right over here?
And
Over
a lot.
the L.
Like going towards Sutter Street.
I know
Yeah,
where it
yeah,
is.
the church.
Right, and there's a bar across the street. I know where it's at.
Yeah, for real. So it's like, yo, who want to keep going back to that? And listen,
Yeah.
and I don't laugh and joke nobody because I used to be there. Ah, look at that dope fiend, look at that crackhead until I became one. It was no longer funny.
And it's not funny no more.
That's right, exactly. So we got to dig deep too. Why do we like to get high? Do we just like to get high, or is it were we hiding from pain?
Pain, most of that. Numbness. Depression.
So say what?
Depression.
Depression.
Anxiety.
Anxiety.
Your family, you feel like you gotta take something before you do just to get it done.
Okay, very
Stay
good.
up.
Okay, very good. Let's go deep. Who here got childhood atrocities?
Man. What does that mean? That means
Trauma.
trauma.
Childhood
Yeah.
trauma.
I was just talking about that today.
Mhm.
My first boyfriend's getting out of jail in a couple, I don't know when, but he got court coming up for, he killed somebody in front of me when I was little. When I was 16.
Mm.
And I'm 28 now, so that's trauma for me. He killed somebody with a baseball bat, so we're dealing with that. And I don't know whenever he's getting home, but that makes me scared. I'm scared of my own self sometimes. I don't know if I'm gonna lose, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm not ready for that day. And not just that, like I had a lot of stuff when I was younger that I never talked about, like my mom dying and stuff like that. When I was 4, she had a brain aneurysm and it was a heroin addict. So when that happens to me, I just think back and be like, damn, I don't want to have my son go through what I've been through. I got an 8-year-old, so it's crazy.
That's his father that's in jail?
No.
Y'all had no kids together?
No kids together.
Okay. Our condolences to your mom too.
But thank you.
But you hear how she talking? That's important. Because when we know the consequences of using, why do we keep using when we know the pain that we ready to walk into? But if we don't address those root issues, anybody hear that? The root of anxiety, the root of depression, real important. The root of anger, because anger is a second emotion. Depression can be a what? Something. It's the tip of what's really going on that caused me to be what? Depressed. Death can cause me to get depressed, right? Low self-worth, loneliness, abandonment issues. We have to what? Look those issues in their face. Because when we face it, we can confront it. We confront it, we can defeat it. We defeat it, that's victory. Victory, testimony.
It needs to be fed. Like I noticed that all the anger and stuff needs to be fed by something. It wants you to fail. It wants you to do certain things. It sucks because you know that if you're like smart. Like, when I think I'm like, damn, this addiction really wants me dead. It don't want me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Certain people want you. They're disguised as whatever the evil is in your life. Like they can come in people. They can come in things. Certain places I go, I get shook by. I can't go to my own neighborhood. Can't talk to certain people. I literally cut everything out of my life that's toxic. That's deadly to me. I know will lead me down the wrong path, like this one person. And I just cut him off, and he doesn't understand why, but he doesn't have to. I know why. You know.
That's right.
So.
Is he abusive?
No, he's not abusive. He's abusing drugs, but that's the only thing he abuses. He's not going to have me there no more to help him. Like I said, if you need to get better at the same way I put myself away, and I did better for myself.
Right.
If you can't do that, we're both going to slip and fall. You know what I mean? I'm not going to slip and fall when I had to go through it myself. Now it's your turn. Step up, step in, whatever the hell, and do what you need to do for yourself the same way I did. And if not, then you don't have to understand why we're not talking. You'll figure it out.
Find it out. Because they'll get us dirty before we get them clean.
Yep.
That's good. People, places, and things, we gotta disassociate ourselves from that type of activity. So denial is one. How about relationships? Relationships. Tired of being alone. And I want to be with somebody. And that person could be straight up toxic. But I live in denial and what? And look the other way, knowing that individual is not good for me. Anybody been there before? I've been there.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, any of y'all got low self-esteem and chose people out of your low self-esteem. Was that dangerous?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How you get out?
Oh, a PFA.
Okay.
At least she kept it
So
real.
honest.
Okay. Alright, okay. Because men, not all men, but a lot of men don't want to, some men don't like women who has, I'm talking about me, who has a strong spiritual foundation. I was afraid of women who had high esteem.
Yes.
Afraid of women who didn't need my penis or my chunk change. Afraid of women who had it going on, they could read, had good credit, they working, they in school, they were about intelligence, they about what? Progressing. Average man, some men don't like women like that. That's a threat to his existence of manhood. So some men like women who had low self-esteem, who look for their father in men. Look for women who are thirsty. Look for women who are desperate. Look for women who are needy. And they become easy targets. And the chase is always better than the catch. So when I'm chasing you, it's exciting. But once you let me get you, then it's what? The excitement dies.
Boring.
Yes. Because I do everything to get you, but I stop doing everything to keep you. Relationships. The best relationship is with who?
God.
Yes, you better believe it. And that's real. And that's real. Come on.
Yeah, real quick, my baby Pop, when I started using, right, he was so, I was trying to figure out when I was started getting clean why he wasn't talking to me, right? Then I figured it out. I said, I think he's intimidated by my sobriety, and damn sure I was right. Like, he stopped talking to me because I'm not as comfortable as I was in my addiction. I don't need anything from him no more. All I want is the time with my son. And the time with my son is not, I guess, it's not even, right now, my point of view is I don't even need you. I don't need you in my life. I need my son in my life. So when I call him to look for my son, he's just kind of like, he puts up the front like, oh, well, I'm not there right now, whatever. He's just scared to talk to me as me because he sees me for what I really am now without the drug. But when I was always high, it was always, can I get some of this, can I get some of that, like my body and stuff. And I see that big change now. He just doesn't speak to me. Like, I think he's really intimidated by who I am as a person. Speaking my mind clearly, speaking up for myself, for my son. But I'm still there for my son, so it doesn't matter. Like, he's not going to chase me away from him. Just talk.
Right. And pray for him.
I am.
Very good.
Yeah, he's sick. He's bipolar schizophrenia, so it's like he's a different person every day of the week. But I understand that.
And you know what? Some of us, we hide behind what?
Fear.
Yes. Because we really don't want to what? Deal with our what? Issues. So it's easy to what? Attack you.
Yep.
Than deal with me. Easy to attack than deal with me. Denial is one. How about defense mechanisms? Defense mechanisms.
Fight or flight.
Now come on.
Fight or flight.
Yes.
Or
freeze.
Freeze.
Yes. Defense mechanisms. My walls is up. I don't trust nobody. Anybody like that here? Defense mechanism. How about inappropriate humor? Laughing and joking to disguise pain.
Sometimes, yeah, laughing.
How about busybodies?
Oh my God.
Always cooking, always cleaning,
Okay.
always decorating, always shopping, always busy, but never spending time for what? The internal. Who know about Adrian Gerard Medical?
Yeah, isn't that a rehab?
Yes. Yeah, I used to be up there. I used to work up there before COVID, right? And the girl was up there on the detox unit, painting her face. Painting her face for 10 minutes. I said, when you want to stop? I ain't done yet. I'll let you know. Painting her face. And I kept painting her face. I said, where the hell is she going? Who she know? And all she was doing was decorating her face to go downstairs for group. So she was dressing up the external to hide the what? Internal. Because the internal is where the pain lives. That's what a Pandora box is. I don't like program poverty pimps. You know what I'm talking about? It's people who go through all the work, necessary work to get license and inspections, to get licensed, to open up facilities, the heat, the water, the air. Well, you don't have no air, probably fans, whatever like that. And move people in. And when you move people in, that's it. That's a lie. Because I've been in 8 programs. See, we need more than that. Well, what was you eating when you was out there? Don't complain about the beans. Nah, come on now. You never move nobody into a property if you want to let your mother stay here. That's how we're going to get down. And then we're going to get in an IOP and a recovery facility, right? My whole point is, when people don't care, people die. And all of us are adults, but a lot of us are spiritual babies. And if the head is wicked, the body follows suit. Anybody catch that? And all programs can't help everybody. Let me throw people here with mental issues. You know what I'm saying? You need another facility. We can't help you when you flip out, when you take your meds, or your meds is short, and you got a knife standing over me in the bed, like the exorcist or something crazy about to happen. All money ain't good money. Program poverty pimps try to get rich off our pain. So that's why he said, listen, if you ain't getting what you really need, you got to put the structure in your life. It's just like when you have a case manager. or a therapist, and they not doing all their job. They not going 100% for you. They may be going 50%. They sprinting halfway for you. So you got to put the work in yourself because they really don't care. Some don't, and that's a shame and that's tragic. But there's no money in what? Getting your life together. All the money is in what? Using. Money is always in war. That's why Kensington, I believe, will never get straight unless they drop an atomic bomb over there. K&A, listen, there's money there. Everybody get paid. Ambulance up and down all day long. Paramedics, Mercy, I see all that people getting paid. Psychiatrists, therapists, keep them sick so we keep eating. Denial is one. Fear. Who's afraid of success? So you self-sabotage. Anybody? Who's afraid of failure? So you don't try. Anybody? But what's failure to you?
Oh, it's just unacceptable.
Okay. Do you learn when you fail?
Yeah,
Very good. So your failing was not in what? Vain.
right.
I'll give you an example. When I relapsed, I failed because recovery was what? My goal. But I fell short of my goal when I relapsed. But when I relapsed, I learned something. Dirk, you a busybody. Stay out of people's business. Dirk, you got control issues. You can't control nobody. Dirk, you got whore, you got lust issues. Dirk, listen, leave them alone and leave your penis alone. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So every time I relapsed, I saw me clearly. So my relapse was not in vain because I learned from my failure. You hear what I'm saying? How you see failure is how we treat it. You know what I'm saying? J.K. Rowling was on a delayed train in Rochester to London. She didn't bitch, she didn't complain, she didn't flip out. She pulled her paper out and continued writing on her scrapbook, which was what? Harry Potter. 13 publishers told her no. And look at her now, a billionaire.
You have a phone call coming
Not a
in.
billion, a
What?
billionaire.
Huh?
She ain't no millionaire, she's a billionaire, right?
Yes, she got crazy money. You know what I'm saying? Anne was a single mom, on welfare. Close off the edge to losing her what? Her mind. So hang in there and hold on. That's why, listen, men can't help y'all like a woman can. And the enemy comes to divide the camp. To have you mad at her and she jealous of you and she want to attack you and you want to fight her. It's division in the camp. Because the enemy knows in here the solution house. So what's the solution for the pollution? Well, we get into that. Solution for the pollution. All right. So anger. We all get angry. Anger is a healthy emotion. But but we gotta have assertive anger. Anybody hear that?
Yes.
Assertive anger. I'm mad. I'ma read. I'm mad. I'ma exercise. I'm walking up the street. They got a boxing gym down on the corner. I'm about to run out there with the little boys. They got them out there running and doing jumping jacks. And I said, yeah, that's good. Get the youth while they're young to get their mind somewhere else. Because the street life don't love nobody. And kids are dying. Kids are dying. Anybody angry in here? Anybody suppress their anger then explode later? Is that dangerous? How come you do it?
Well, I'm here in a different state with no family. So, I did have 7 months clean, but I was telling my network, like my case managers, my counselors, my therapists and stuff, that I kept having suicidal thoughts. So they were all like, you're having a bad day, you know, you'll get over it, this too shall pass, you know, just all the cliches. So I saw somebody I used to trap with, and they're like, yo, I got this, that, and the other, you know anybody? And I went, autopilot. Yup, got people on the side, what do you got? Give it to me. Pure fentanyl. Oh, alright. Acted like nothing was wrong, and I went home and I did it. So I could, my plan was to do it, get into bed, and let whatever happen, happen. So I committed suicide by doing it. But the ladies found me, and they brought me back. So that's why I said mine was a little different.
Grace and mercy. Used to be at Gibson House, right?
No.
Okay, I have to do that. Okay, I do remember.
No, I used to be the vice president on the 5th floor. That's how you know me.
Okay, alright, I remember now. Okay, alright, grace and mercy. Listen, what you was going through now, you still got it? Or you dealt with it? Huh? You haven't dealt with it?
No, they want me in trauma, but there's like 2 different places that said if it's not sexual trauma, they can't help me.
Okay,
It's not sexual trauma.
okay. Alright. Alright, until you get the exact help that you need, have you been trying to work on it? Like, do you write? Do you pray?
I go to church and I pray.
Very good. Do it helps a little bit?
Yes.
Awesome. I do home health care. This one girl who fired me, she's smoking coke and she fired me, right? Anyway. Doing home care, health care, right? But I still love her, right? But she said, Jack, you're fired. Because she wanted all the money. But anyway, that's another story. I'm gonna do that.
Okay, I understand.
But she get thoughts of hallucinations, of committing suicide. I said, Bree, you know better. If you don't fight them, you will entertain them.
Right.
Anybody catch that?
Yep.
If we don't fight the thoughts that what? Land, we will entertain them. And when we entertain, we in the circus. So you gotta catch them, kill them, expose them, talk about them, sever them before they what? Land. And when they land, it takes root and start to cultivate, then germinate, and then becomes a stronghold. And if you're not around love or people who can have compassion or understanding, it can become what? Lock and loaded. And you don't give a damn what's said in here, what rules and regulations, the consequences of my actions, I'm going to go get one. But I'm glad you brought that up, sis. Thank God that you're still here, and there's a reason why you're still here. Talk about it. Deal with it. Real important, right?
Right.
What's the number one? So we talk about anger. We talk about fear. How about this one? What's the number? Read that one aside. How about cockiness? Who got cocky and got knocked out like Rocky?
Before my relapse, I was too cocky with my recovery. And I thought I was a shit and know what I was doing. I said, alright guys, you got this. You're good. And then went around a certain person thinking I can handle it, and couldn't handle it. And picked up like it was nothing. It was just an ordinary thing. Like, just picked it up. But there was, like I said, a learning experience.
Without a doubt, you're right. Because I got cocky too. Look at me. You ever been there before? How many ladies looked in the mirror and said, where's my breasts and my behind? Anybody almost disappeared?
I was just upstairs saying that.
I was skinny as a pencil, still talking trash.
Thinking you was a shit.
Yes. And here's another thing too. We gotta watch out when people start feeding us compliments.
Right.
Accept them, but give it to who?
God.
Never take what belongs to what? God. We like your groups. Praise God. You help me. Praise God. I don't take no gratification for what God blessed me to do to touch people's lives.
Amen.
And if you don't acknowledge where it comes from, then the head can be like and then you start floating in space. Then you think you're superior and everybody's inferior. Then you looking down on people and you raise your nose up at everybody and you become a homeless diva. You know them?
Yes.
Homeless divas?
Yes.
They're the ones that are in programs and they listen, just because they got on Prada or got on Gucci or Chanel and all that, man, they still an ex-drug addict. They still in the homeless with things. And think they better than somebody else. Get cocky and get spiritually knocked out like Rocky. How about closed-minded? She's Puerto Rican, I'm not listening. She's Caucasian, I'm not listening. She's Indian and black, I'm not listening. She's a house manager, not listening. She's an old head, not listening. She's a Republican, not listening. I'm a Democrat, not listening. You believe in God, I don't, not listening. You shot dope, I smoke coke. Not listening, closed-minded. Anybody like that in here? Good. Keep the mind what? Open, because you can learn from what? Everybody. Is that true?
Yep. I learned for the older people in this house, the older women.
Wisdom.
And just by what they go through and seeing it firsthand.
Yes.
Being like, I say to myself, I don't want to be like that. I just can't picture myself being like that, but it won't happen.
Yeah. How old are you?
20.
Yes,
I'm
young.
one of the youngest people in here.
Right, okay. Anybody y'all think about being a certified peer specialist?
Yeah.
Very good. A recovery coach. We'll talk about that. let's speed it up a little bit. Let's see, say denial, fear. What's the number we talking about? Oh, cockiness, closed-minded, complacency. Anybody get complacent?
What's that mean?
Complacent means
I did.
What's
I
that mean?
have
she said she wanna know what that is.
Comfortable?
I had a whole year. I was staying at I was at the other recovery house, and yep, I gave it up after I don't know, I just wound up. I got went through my whole 12 steps. Didn't my sponsor quit on me after, because she took me through the steps twice, and after I picked up after that, she said she wasn't even going to sponsor me anymore, but now she is. But I mean, it really was, because I was just I was literally living day to day, like not really working the program, not really praying, not really having my heart in recovery anymore. I was just like,
Going through the
what do you
motions.
call it? We're going through the motions.
That's right. Very good.
So, what happened? I fucking relapsed. Now I only have a month. So, yeah, my sponsor was like all about, like, no, I'm not doing it again. Like, I don't
Yeah,
Yes.
Marianne.
I'm not going through this with you again. I can't believe this.
That was,
you
that,
know?
was, that was he said.
Yeah.
How you doing, Marianne?
Hi.
God bless you. I'm Derek. I'm Derek.
Hi.
Hi. Come on. You friendly? Come on. I'm sorry. Come on, sis.
So, God saved me again, because, yeah, like, that's my go-to person. Like, maybe I put too much on her, like, I don't know, like, maybe, like, my problems get to be too much, but, maybe I should, like, think about that, like, maybe I'm too much on her, like, I don't know.
Could be. I got a strong sister. Her name is Karima. And she's on fire. And when she get the time to have her come down here and listen, and she speaks, she got fire and flavor. I mean, listen, I'm gonna tell you, she would been in the system since she was a juvenile. She lost her mom and her brother to the disease of addiction, and she's still hanging on in there.
And you need
She used to mess with girls. Now she's a woman now. Oh, listen. And I think she'll love to take you on. You hear
Yeah,
me?
you need to stop bringing yourself down, because you know what? Maybe she wasn't strong enough to take on whatever you had going on.
Look at both
Like,
ways.
she hasn't talked to me in a couple of days.
Well, that's
And
her.
I'm wondering
These are
what's
her
going
problems.
on.
You can worry.
Yeah, I send
It's
her my
okay to worry,
grateful list
but
every
talk to
morning,
her.
and then I'm like, yo, like, can we get together? Like,
Distance, yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
she needs to do it
like-
for herself.
I'm like, I'm back at I already did the doctor's opinion, and, like, I'm like, I read step 1, nothing.
You know what remind me of? Religion versus what? Spirituality. Religious people are people who go to church and they worry about where they sit at. You sitting in my seat, get up. That's religion. That's religion, right? My ex-wife used to come out of church cussing.